Hello, welcome to this week's Express class. We're going to build a little bit more on our abs, our glutes today. We're going to tie in a little bit of the harder ab work. So we're going to try and work on some side planks and a little bit more of the upper abs when we do some ab work. So we're not going to be as nice with those exercises. We'll come on to the hands and knees and we'll get started. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, pinch the shoulder blades back, tuck the toes underneath the feet and lift the knees up. Good. And back down. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Two more and lower, and last one, lift. Now walk the hands forward a couple of inches at a time. Keep the hips tucked underneath the body, straight line from the shoulders to the ankles, and then bend the knees, walk the hands backwards and rest the knees down. Perfect. Let's try that again. Pinch the shoulder blades together, lift the knees up, walk the hands forward, keep the shoulders over the hands all the time, into our plank position, shoulder blades pinch together, lift the left foot and down, right foot and down, left, right, left, right, one last one each side, and then walk the hands backwards and rest the knees down. Perfect. Next one, hips and shoulders to the left, right leg back, right arm up in front. And then back down, hips and shoulders to the right, left leg back, left arm up in front. And pull that left shoulder away from the ear. And then arms and legs back down. One more at the right side. Shift the body to the left. Right shoulder away from the ear, pull the left shoulder down and away as well. And then arms and legs back down. Last one. Right elbows tucked in. And then back to the middle. Perfect. Over onto the back. A little bit to warm up the abs and the glutes, and we're going to get straight into some hard work. So imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, and a couple of toe taps. Good. You can turn into tapping the heel instead of the toes. You can stretch the legs out further and further. Keep the ribs down, back is flat. Chin is tucked in. One last one. Legs to tabletop. And then back down onto the mat. Imprint the spine. Roll the hips back. And lower the hips back down. Arch the back, imprint, and lift. So exaggerate all these movements. Arch the back, creating a big hollow underneath your spine. Push the back down, rib cage comes down. Roll the hips back, and lift the hips up off the mat. And then back down. Good, one last one. Push the ribs forward, arch the back, squeeze the back into the mat. Lift the hips up and then back down. Perfect. Next one, we're going to do hands by the side. Extend the right leg, lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hold in 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig the left heel to the mat. Push that right hip to the ceiling. Keep the toes pointing up. Last 2. Last 1. Bend the right knee and rest the hips down. We're going to repeat on the opposite side. Imprint, ribs come down. Straighten the left leg. Lift and lower. Dig that right heel to the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep squeezing the abs. 8, 9, 10, and hold. Squeeze the abs nice and tight, extend that hip. Dig the right heel to the mat. 2, and bouncing the left leg. 3, push the hips nice and high. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Bend the left knee and then rest the hips down. straighten the legs onto the mat, hands back behind the head, and roll up into sitting. Chest comes forward. 1, 5 reaching in front. 2, 3, keep the shoulder blades pinched. As you come up to the top, sticking the chest forward. 1 last one. Up nice and tall, and back down. Next 5, we're going to reach to the ceiling. Good. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. 1, 2, keep the fingers pointing straight up on the way down. Don't bring the hands back in front of the body. 3, good. 4, chest up nice and tall. 1 last one. 5. And then rest down. Perfect. Next one, we're going to imprint the spine. We're going to do a set of hundreds. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop. If you want to be nice to yourself, keep your feet on the mat, knees at 90 degrees and hips at 45 degrees. If you want to make it a little bit harder, from tabletop, you straighten the legs to the ceiling. So we'll start in tabletop, and if you want to be nice, feet come down. If you want to be evil, legs to the ceiling. So knees over the hips, knees and ankles together. Reach the hands to the bottom of the mat and beat the hands. 2, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 and in. 2, 4, 5 and out. 2, 4, 5 in. 2, 4, 5 out. 2, 4, 5. Last 3. Good. In. 2, 4, 5 out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that last set in. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head down and bring the feet down onto the mat. We're going to turn over onto our side next. So we're going to line the back up with the back of the mat, head underneath our hand, or hand underneath our head, and we're going to run through the side series nice and quick, and we're going to come into some side planks. Lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the top leg up into circles, one direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not too big, 9, last one, 10. Keeping the hips still, big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, push the heel away from the body. 5, 6, especially as the lift leg up high. 7, 8, 9, 10, and cycle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest the leg down. We're going to have a little break for a second, because we're going to repeat that series. That's why I'm going to do one direction with all the circles. We're going to repeat that series up in our side plank position. Now, we're going to be nice. We're going to start from our knees. If you want to be evil to yourself, you can start with the legs out straight, but we're going to be doing some more side planks later, so be nice. Bottom knee is bent, up on the bottom elbow, pinch the shoulder blades together, lift the ribs up off the mat, lift the hips up, and top leg up down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big circles. 1, 2, they're not so big when you're up on the elbow. 3, 4, as big as you can make them. 5, 6, push that heel away all the time. Don't let the hips start to come up and the pelvis start to drop down. 9, 10, and cycle forward. 1, 2, keep the shin parallel to the floor. 3, 4, 5, keep the ribs up. 7, 8, keep the chin parallel. 9, 10. Rest the legs down and then turn over to the opposite side. So, flat down on our back, hand underneath our head, back line the back of the mat, and a little sweep forward at the hips. Top hand onto the pelvis, and we're going to lift and lower the top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This leg's already feeling heavy after those last side bridges. In circles. 2, 3, 4. Don't let the pelvis rock back and forward. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see those circles aren't as big. I'm already tired from the side planks. 2, but the muscle is tired. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just not looking forward to the next set. 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. And rest the legs down. So again, we're going to bend that bottom leg because we're going to be doing some more side planks with the legs straight next. So we bend that bottom leg, top leg is straight down, pinch the shoulder blades, the little curve in the ribs here, we're going to lift that up, and then we're going to lift the pelvis up off the mat next. So up nice and high, and top leg comes up and down 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And cycle forward. 1, 2, keep the leg nice and high. 3, hips up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest back down. At least aren't used to doing all that hard work. We're going to come back down onto the side. Give the shoulder a little rest for a second. A lot more work there. We're doing a lot of isometric work and lifting and holding the hips up. And then we're also getting the inner range of the glutes working, where you get all the muscle fibers to really overlap and tighten a lot. So you find that last cycling forward, the leg drifts down and down and down towards the mat. So it's very difficult to keep the muscles working. Last couple of sets, we're going to come up onto the elbow. We've got our legs straight this time. You can have the hand down on the mat, or you can have it on your hip, or you can have it up into the air, whichever one you want. I'm going to be nice to myself after those last few. Hand on the mat, lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can even reach to the ceiling. 8, 9, 10 and hold. 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Good. Flip over onto the other side now, and then the last set, I'm going to stretch the glutes out then after this. So again, same thing, hand down, or on the hips, or up to the ceiling, elbow below the shoulders, pinch the shoulder blades back, and lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10 and hold, 15 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, pinch the shoulder blades, hips nice and high, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. We'll come onto our backs next. So, head back on the block, left leg straight to the mat, right knee across the body. So stretching that right glute. All those muscles that are starting to cramp up, you want to loosen them up and relax this right foot as much as you can. Good, keep the right pelvis stuck to the mat. So we're just getting the stretch come from the hip joint here. And you can move the knee up and down until you feel more of a stretch onto the fibers you want. The further you bring the knee down, the more of a stretch you'll feel closer to the top of the pelvis. The more you bring the knee up, you'll feel more of a stretch in the bottom of the pelvis. Good. Right foot back down. Left knee across the body this time. And again, relax that left foot. And again, you can move the knee closer to the shoulder or away from the shoulder. Keeping the left side of the pelvis level with the right, so don't let the whole body twist. And again, just move the knee around until you get a stretch into the fibers that you want. And then come back to the middle. And we're finished with that. So that's today's express class. A little bit of harder work for the abs, a little bit different, and then more work for the glutes, a lot of holds, and really starting to work the glute, need a lot more and putting our body weight behind it. So I hope you found the class good today. We're going to try and challenge it a little bit more next week, working on side planks a little bit more, and then go from there.